Hi everyone, Big Mike here. Welcome to Let's Play Yoshi Story for the Nintendo 64. In today's episode, we're going to go through stage 1-1, the treasure hunt. Of course, as you may have seen, there are 4 stages that we could actually choose from here at the beginning. Also, the first time you start a game, you'll have the option of revealing your lucky fruit. So in this time, it's bananas. That's pretty cool. So of course, you'll have at least 6 Yoshis to start from when you play the game, and off you go. So of course the option of Yoshi Story is to recover the super happy tree, as you guys probably saw in the introductory video. So the way that we do that is we have to collect 30 fruits in each stage in order to advance to the next one. Of course, as you guys have seen, there are plenty of fruits all over. So in fact, it can be any combination of 30 fruits. However, so you may want to have a combination of your favorite fruits, your lucky fruits. Your favorite fruits are actually go along with what particular color Yoshi you are. So of course the green one likes watermelons, the blue ones like grapes, the red and pink ones like apple, and the yellow Yoshi likes bananas. So if your favorite fruit and your lucky fruit are 2 different colors, then that'll actually help you heal faster during the course of the game. Your favorite fruit will heal you up 3 petals of health every time, and your lucky fruit will actually refill you up all the way. So that's pretty useful, especially when you're trying to navigate through enemies and stuff. Of course, this being the first stage, we don't have to worry about enemies all that much. However, we have been seeing a lot of skills that Yoshi can use throughout the game. So we saw that Yoshi can lick things, Yoshi can eat enemies, Yoshi can throw eggs at enemies, Yoshi can do ground pounds as well. And Yoshi can also sniff around to try and find hidden items. Sometimes it's a melon, and sometimes it's coins. And maybe it's other things in other situations. So we'll have to keep going through this particular level to see all the different kinds of things that happen. Now that little happy heart that kind of disappeared out of nowhere, it came out for 2 reasons. It came out because, one, Yoshi's been doing really, really good. And more importantly, because Yoshi collected 6 of the same fruit in a row. So it can be actually any kind of fruit. It can be melons, it can be your favorite fruit, your lucky fruit, whatever it happens to be. But as long as it's 6 of the same kind, that little happy heart will appear. What that little happy heart actually does is, one, it changes the music, as you heard. The other thing that it does for a short time is it gives Yoshi unlimited number of eggs. So eggs just appear out of nowhere if you don't have any on you, and you can actually use that to restock your eggs, your ammunition. The other thing is Yoshi becomes invincible for a short amount of time, so that makes it a lot easier to get around enemies. Of course, Yoshi is still subject to being pushed around by enemies and stuff, so you do have to be a little bit careful about that. So like I mentioned already, is that instead of just reaching the end of the level, we have these vases or pipes or pods, whatever you want to call them. They'll actually navigate you through the different parts of the stage, and the stage will loop around until you eat your 30 fruits. Now, one thing I neglected to talk about right now was that giant letter Y made out of coins. Why was that there? Well, why was Y there? Actually, through many of the stages, there are these little mini games, such as a race that Yoshi is now performing, or others sometimes where he has to be skillful and carry his reward all the way to the end. And in either case, his reward is melons, and we can actually get up to 7 melons in these situations. So, of course, 7 being more than 6, you know, if you eat them all up, you would reveal a magic that little happy heart. That little letter Y would appear right here. Each stage has a letter that pops up made out of letters. Made out of coins. So in this stage it was a Y, and in fact, if you go combine all of the letters from all the stages, they reveal a message, which is actually kind of cool. In other parts of the stage where you might have activate the the little happy heart, you may find various coin formations too. So, you know, it's worthwhile to try and keep eating the same kind of fruit. So that's why in this situation I'm just eating melons. So here we have Poochie the dog, who is actually helping us find a number of hidden items by, you know, trying to give us a hint as to where we should sniff. So right above Poochie is also a giant happy heart, a super happy heart. Those are going to be useful for us because they allow us to access other stages. So at the beginning of level 1, you know, we could pick any of the 4 stages that we wanted. This is not the case in future stages. We actually have to find little happy heart, the giant happy hearts, in order to access more stages. So having 1 happy heart would allow you to access stages 1 and 2. Finding 2 happy hearts like this one, we can now access stages 1, 2, and 3. Or if we find all 3, we can access all 4 of the possible stages. And again, if you just want to pick your favorite stage, that's fine. But more happy hearts gives you more options. So that's why in these videos I will be showing off every super giant happy heart in every video. That's another power of Yoshi that I forgot to mention earlier. Was if you eat a little happy heart and you're dancing around and invincible and everything, if you do a ground pound, all enemies around you will turn into fruit, and all bubbles around you will pop. So that can actually be very useful in trying to conserve your ammunition, or in just trying to, collect some more fruits for your on your trip. So is there something here? Haha, and yet another one. We're almost done here. This is pretty exciting. Of course, we only have 2 of the super happy hearts, so we need to find that 3rd one. Ooh, a platform. What's behind there? There we go. Excellent. Nicely done, Yoshi. Poochie, you have been a major friend. You've been helping us find plenty of things. We just need 1 more fruit. Everything is going great. And indeed, there it is. So I just really wanted to mention, here is Miss Warp number 4. So you can jump on the Miss Warps to warp back to number 1, number 2, number 3. The base at the end would take you back to the beginning of the stage. But we're done. We collected our 30 fruits. Yoshi. Nicely done. And since we got 30 melons, that little melon shape appeared in the back. Another reason people like collecting melons is because melons is actually a huge part of your score. So if you can find a lot of melons, that'll definitely help you out your score. Of course, score is not overly important, but that's okay. Let's read from the storybook. And so the adventure began. The Yoshi set out to find the Super Happy Tree. Poochie the dog helped out. Not even elephants could stop the Yoshis. So far, so good. If they could stay that way, the tree would be saved. The page turned, and the Yoshis grew happier. So since we found all 3 of the Super Happy Hearts in stage 1-1, we now can pick from any of the 4 stages here in page 2. So feel free to pick your favorite in using the annotations. Otherwise, this is Big Mac saying, later.